What's going on, my PD peeps? It is your boy back on the scene. Another Wednesday evening, morning, wherever you're at, right? Doing our thing with the PowerDirector Q&A live. Welcome to the show, people. My name is Malik. I am your PowerDirector professor, and I'm about to break down how we're going to get into things this evening or morning, wherever you is at today. All right, I give you 1 hour of my time, okay? Q&A, my people in the chat, all of my usual suspects in the chat, you know, doing their thing, my whole PDU community out there having fun, talking, chatting it up. But I give you 1 hour of my time to answer any questions that you may have. So if you're new to this chat, please go ahead and drop your questions in there, and I will try my best to answer them or point you in the right direction to get you the help that you need. Or some of my people in the chat, because the PD community is so big on love and helping each other, they might answer your questions as well. Now, ground rules. Hit the like button. If you're in here and you have not hit the like button, that's a violation, okay? You're breaking the rules. Everybody in this live stream should be hitting the like button because it tells YouTube that this is good content and that they should be sending it out to more and more people who fit the demographic of PowerDirector users, algorithm, all of that crazy, magical stuff that YouTube does. It'll send a message out there, let them know that they should be watching this. So if you're in this chat, smash that like button. Clack the like button. All right. Now, if you can support, and you're not already supporting me because you are a monthly member of Team PDU, if you can support me, you want to help the channel keep going and growing, go ahead and hit me up with a super sticker or a super chat. And if you do hit me with a super sticker or a super chat, then it gets my attention because it kind of lights up the screen, and then I can jump right to what you're saying or asking and get with you quicker than I would if I just go through the list of comments. All right? So, ground rules out of the way. Let me go ahead and jump into the display and see what's going on with this chat that we got going on here. The Devil Within says, "Hi, my friend. How are you doing?" Well, I'm doing fantastic. Things were a little rocky there for a minute, but I'm starting to get things back on track. Life is going back in the right direction. Good things happening here in PowerDirector University land. So thank you for asking, Devil. And we got my man Zoltric67. He says, "I'm early this morning." Yes, you were like one of the first people in the room this time. Thank you for being on time. I appreciate you for having a timely entry into the live stream because you're usually late as hell. So thanks for showing up on time. All right. Let's see here. Who else we got? Oh, my man, Kentucky Ranger made an early appearance this time. Okay, he said, "I'm so mad right now. I haven't edited for a while, and tonight while editing a video about the smoke in my area, I was wanting to add some simple text. They changed it all." Oh my goodness. Okay, so that's because you haven't edited in a while. You haven't seen the new edit button, the way that the UI has changed. There's a lot of things that have changed, my friend. Okay? But if you haven't edited in a while, it's understandable. Sometimes it takes a little bit longer to, get back into the flow of things or record footage or whatever. I understand. Somebody like myself, I'm in it all the time, as you know. So I see those changes pretty quickly. My girl Sue, my head moderator for Facebook users group, her and my man Steve. So Sue says, "Looking forward to another fun show." They're always fun, Sue, because of people like you. You guys in the chat, in the community, always making things lively and having a good time. I appreciate that. Because without you, this live stream wouldn't be worth a damn. Okay? I'm going to just tell you like that. All right, so let me go ahead and jump back in here, see where we at in the chat. Catching with Key TV says, "Hello, everyone. What's going on? Key TV. Glad to see you back in the building, doing your thing, joining the live stream, making your presence felt. Appreciate you, my man." We got my head moderator in charge for this YouTube live stream, my man, Peter J. Milner. Evening Malik and everybody else. Here we are again for more of the usual. How are we all tonight? Hopefully everybody's doing fantastic. All right. So Peter also let Kentucky Ranger know that the default text is still there. I guess he was saying the simple text is gone. That is a default text. It's just marked by a sea of other choices right now. So, or masked by a sea of other choices right now. So it is there, and I can say that too. So let me just go ahead and let me bring the magic of multi-screen viewing into the picture, my friends. If we go here to the title room, we go to all content. Default, it's just the first one that I see. So it's right here. This is the simple default text that you can use. All right. Also, like if you got any custom text, all that stuff should still be there. Things like that, you know. It's all gravy, baby. Should be able to get at all of it. And here is my girl, Pollyanna. Pollyanna, what's going on, Pollyanna? She says, good evening, everyone. Pollyanna is here with her cup of coffee. All right? Trying to stay awake. Just keep kicking them back, Pollyanna. Just keep kicking them back. However many you need to keep the energy up. Okay? Appreciate you for showing up as usual. All right. So Peter says, okay. So who here does remote editing as well as studio-based editing? I have been grappling with the question of footage and project duplication between machines. Ooh, yeah, it kind of sucks. Because in most cases you need to have the footage on both machines in order to do the work, but you know, then you want to save space, and when do you keep it on a machine? When do you remove it? You know, it's kind of like chicken before the egg type thing. So yeah, I feel you on that one. I mean, I haven't been doing a lot of it, but I can understand the complexity of the situation. Kentucky Ranger says he's got his hot coffee too, just to let Pollyanna know that she's not alone. You know, we need that coffee to stay awake. Cyber Editing is back in the building. Thank you for showing up again, Cyber Editing. Watching from Taiwan. Man, I really want to go to, you know, Asia and see the beautiful places over there. Taiwan is definitely on the list of places to go. Beautiful, beautiful place from what I've seen in pictures and stuff. And I know I would have a good time there because I'm just that social butterfly wherever I go. All right, let's see. Kentucky Ranger said 13 watching and only 6 likes. Come on, y'all. Yeah, come on, y'all. What are y'all doing? Like I said, if you're here, click the like button, please. Not hard to do. I mean, I don't know. Maybe you don't like it. Maybe you're clicking the thumbs down. I don't know what's happening there. Hopefully you're clicking the thumb that's going in the upward direction. All right. Now we got, looks like Cindy Lou 2. What's up, Cindy Lou 2? Says, first time live. Love your channel, Malik. Thanks for all you do. You're welcome, Cindy Lou. Okay. Thank you for stepping up to the plate and joining us for the live stream. All right. Because, you know, to be truthful with you, my channel is the type of channel that's very informational, educational. And a lot of the views that I get, because I get a lot of views, they're for people just, you know, looking up certain things to do with PowerDirector. Subscribers, like I told the community last, I think it was like maybe 2 or 3 weeks ago, my subscriber count is dropping like a rock. Like I used to like get 1,500 subscribers a month. Now I'm down to like under 400. So, you know, subscribers are going down, but views are okay because people are still watching the content because they want to learn. They want to learn how to do things, but people don't subscribe to channels, at least not my channel, like they used to back in the day. So, let's see. King Video says, what would you like to see more in PowerDirector, or could you see improve PowerDirector more? Good question, King Videos. I mean, I think it's different for everyone. Let me say that first. You may like one thing more than I may like it, you know, or you may want to have something else because of your workflow, right, or what you do. So those types of things. I think some of the things that I would like to see personally would be more control over masking or rotoscoping, like video. I want to be able to remove objects and just have just that object show up on the screen no matter where it moves, right? So that capability would probably be one of the things that I would like to do most. I do know that they're going to have like a cutout feature coming soon. At least that's what they said to me when I commented on the fact that the cutout feature is on mobile on iPad and it wasn't on PC. They said they'd be bringing it, but that's not really the same. It's not as smooth. The edges aren't as defined. So it's capable and it will be coming to PC, but not the way that it's, I guess, the way that it's applied in other professional editors. So for me, that would be the thing that I would like to see most. But there's a whole lot of things out there that I might be willing to see as well, but that's the top thing on my list. Sun Shower Rose says, couldn't produce even short vids in PD365 for a year and a half when I got a Dell Optiplex 3090. After all this time and a Dell Tech coming to my home, it was found that NVIDIA graphics card was incompatible. Well, that sucks. But at least you found out what the problem was and you were able to get it addressed so that you can then go ahead and start creating content. So, I mean, a lot of the things that we take for granted, like sometimes we just think, hey, I got this computer and it's great. It's brand new, yada, yada, yada. These things should work. Not always the case. Looking at system requirements or system specifications of software or, you know, whatever the case may be, but whatever you want to call it, apps, software, whatever, that's critical to the experience that you're going to have when you use the app or the software. So if something is incompatible, like you said, you can't even do a video at all, a short video, right? So depending on the requirements of the software and the hardware on your machine, those are the things that really people need to pay more attention to before buying machines or buying software. Because if they don't fit, you must have quit. No, I don't know why I said that. You know, I shouldn't have said that. Even though it's been years, it's still too soon. All right, so Kentucky Ranger said, first time ever my PD crashed on me twice tonight. I hope it's just a passing thing, LOL. I don't know, bruh. Mine acting fine. So maybe it is just a passing thing. Good luck to you on that, my friend. AJ said it's June 28th. So is this the first day we can no longer use Shutterstock on PC as well as the mobile app? Nope. It's supposed to be in July, not June, my friend. If I remember correctly, it was July. So anybody out there can correct me if it was supposed to be June. But my recollection is that it is in July, not June, AJ. July. So as a matter of fact, if I pull it up right now and pull up the stock content, Shutterstock is still here. I can click on it. I can choose video or photo or music. So no, I mean, if you have PowerDirector, AJ, I would assume that you do. You could pull it up and run a check on that at any time, and you'll see whenever the choices are no longer available to you. So Kentucky Ranger says his default file doesn't have simple text anymore. What do you mean, like, it doesn't have simple text? That's very strange what you're saying. So when you, because basically when I showed it, it's just the simple text that was there. So is there something else that's showing up on the thumbnail? Or when you pull it into the timeline, is it not that text? Is it different? I mean, probably need a little bit more context from you to just kind of talk through it. But what are you defining as simple text? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, let me do this real quick. I'm going to drag this down here. And this is the simple text. Like, the same text that was in the thumbnail. Same text that it always is. This is the default text that comes up. I don't know how to pronounce it. That's why I'm not saying it. Segway UI, whatever. I don't know. But that's the default text that I've always seen. So I don't know why, if it's changing to something else, why it's doing it. I have no idea. All right. Sunshine Rose says, also since switching to another graphics card, all my custom titles have vanished. Well, that stinks. So I guess it's kind of strange that that happened. I can't remember the location off the top of my head, but you should have all of your custom titles should be on your machine. Let me see something here. Users, my name. Let's see, Cyberlink. Nope, not there. Trying to find where the custom titles are saved. I might have to get back to you on that one. Basically, you should be able to go within your files on your machine. If you go to users, go to your name, app data. Let me see. Cache. No, it's not going to be there. But you can see the location. I'm going to and trying right now to find those custom titles, and I'm obviously going down the wrong path, but I know that go to users and go to your name is definitely going to be the first path to go to. If you go to Cyberlink here, it's not going to have it. That's why I'm not in there. And I'm going to go back to app data, and this time I'm going to go to local, and it might be under here. Don't see it here. Cyberlink, PowerDirector. There's a lot in there. Nope, it's not going to be in any of those locations. So I'll just have to keep looking for it. But at the end of the day, you can search around in here. And we should be able to find the location where, let me try one more thing. No. Should be able to find a location where the custom titles are. They should be located here, and I don't know why they wouldn't be coming up because you changed your graphics card. It's not really a reason, but unless all your custom titles are missing now. Let me try one last thing. I don't think this is going to work, but hey, why not try it out? No. Trying to find the location of it, but it's not giving it to me. I'll have to look it up. If you can't find it, then you can always do a search on the PowerDirector forum and just search for custom title location. And it should be on there too, because I know it's always, it's been on there multiple times. People have talked about trying to find their custom titles. So if you go to the PowerDirector forum, it'll actually show you exactly where it is. But if anybody else in the chat or in this live stream knows where they are, go ahead and leave that on there, and maybe that individual can go look in that location and see if the files are still there. All right. Oh my God. Cranking and yanking in the building. Said, hi folks, what's up? How you doing? Love saying your name, you know that already. I always say this wrong. Why do I always say your name wrong? I'm gonna say Big. I don't know why I always can't get your name right. It's just something about the way it's on the screen. It just always gets me all flustered. I had an issue and I can't seem to figure out how to use the speech-to-text option for subtitles. Do you have a tutorial? Yes, I do, my friend. Let me go ahead and see if we could pull this up here. So you saw that speech to text auto captions is the video that you want to look for. If you look for that on YouTube, once again, speech to text auto captions, PowerDirector, it should be able to help you out. So there you go. My man William Palaniuk is in the house. What's going on, William? Thank you for joining us for the live stream, my brother. Once again, you guys know this dude is watching every single one of my tutorials without fail. Love having you in the live stream. Thank you for supporting the community, my friend. D-Vid says, hello, no questions for me today. Just here to support the channel. Keep up the good work and push that like button, people. You damn Skippy. Thank you, D-Vids, for letting them know. Hit the like button, people. Come on now. It's not that hard. Cyber Editing said, Sunflower Rose, save your custom titles in a project, reopen that project, and they'll be there ready to be merged with your new files. Yeah, I mean, you could do that, but it's kind of like a pain. It should just be in the custom titles, like, regardless. You know what I mean? Like, You want to save every project. So if I want to use a title, then I got to go, because for me, after I create my projects, I archive them on a different drive, right? A different external drive. Like I don't have them like right there on my PC. Now I can go to the external drive and just go ahead and open it up, but going to an old project, opening that up, having it in the project, then I mean, I don't know, am I saving it again in a new project? Am I deleting all the other files and assets from the project and just keeping the title and then using it? Seems like more trouble than we should be going through. I mean, we should just go to our custom titles like we got here, and whatever titles we create should be here. It shouldn't be so much of a workaround. But to your point, cyber editing, if that's all you got to do what you got to do, right? If you want to use it, that's the only way you can save them. That's it is what it is. But I think that Sunflower Rose can save custom titles now, just that Sunflower Rose would have to create them all over again, is what it seems like to me, because it erased all the old ones. So that's the part that sucks. My man Peter just confirmed it's July when Shutterstock goes away. So AJ, you gotta wait till July, my man. It's not time yet. You're early. You ask about it all the time. It's early. Florin Holpoy says, "Hi, I just entered to say hello to you and thanks for helping me." You're welcome. You're very, very welcome. Thanks for stopping through. Cranking and Yankee said, "That is a bummer. One of the reasons I went to 365 was because of the Shutterstock stuff." Yeah, I mean, I'll be like, I'm just gonna tell you, I'm not too impressed with Shutterstock stuff anyway. Um, when we do get the switch to iStock by Getty Images, we're gonna have more videos than we had combined with Shutterstock. We're gonna have more photos than we had combined with. So we're gonna have more stuff, more assets, and the quality of the assets are just as good. So we'll see. I got a super chat from the Do Better podcast with Theo Coop. What's going on, Theo? Thank you so much for the epic super chat for the $10. So he says, just hit 1 year on YouTube, 48,000 subs. Couldn't have done it without your help, bro. From one AF vet to another Air Force, fly high, baby. Hey, appreciate you, Theo. And hey, the channel's blowing up. Keep it going. I'm glad that my tutorials had a part in helping you get to where you at, and hopefully they continue to help your channel grow. So much blessings on you too, my man. Appreciate the super chat. Documents. Thank you, Toga22. Documents, Cyberlink, PowerDirector, my titles. Boom. Right there. See, didn't even have to go that route. That's what I'm talking about. Let's go ahead and pull that up just to show. See, maybe Toga was trying to trick us. I doubt that, but it's all gravy. Let's see. We're going to head over to Documents. Cyberlink. I'm going to go to PowerDirector. 21. There it is, my titles. So here you go. Got different textures in here. These are some of the titles. Like, you can see the title right here to the right. This is this title here, right? So basically this is where, and this is just a whole bunch of different titles and sequences and stuff that I put together. So it's another title right here that you can see right here, the song title. So basically we got these custom titles in here. Now we can see there's a few that are missing. So That's a different question. But they're in my library. So I wonder where those bad boys are at. Let me see here. My transitions, particles, math. Interesting. Very interesting. Well, you know, I have to do more research. But Togo22 helped out with that. So thank you so much, Togo22. Appreciate that. Wedge and big. I keep on wanting to say wed gen big. For some reason, I keep wanting to say wed instead of the whole thing wedge and big. Gotta remember that, man. No disrespect. I'm so sorry. I keep screwing up the name. Wedge and big. I'm gonna get that. I'm gonna get that next time. I swear. I'm gonna remember that next time. I promise you. All right. Let's see here. Oh, we got another location on here. See, this is why people can't find anything. There's a bunch of different locations. So let me try this one. I'm gonna rock it out to the C drive. We're gonna go to, let's see, this is Zoltrix 67. Oh, it's still documents. So that was documents. And yeah, he's still documents too. But he went to users and then documents. So, you know. Should just be the same. Nope. See, I got nothing in this one. If I go to users, my name and documents, I got nothing. So Zoltrix 67, if I go that route, I got nada. So, see, making it difficult up in here. So we got one location, but then I have all these other custom titles that aren't in that first location that Togo22 gave us. But now we need to find the other custom titles and where are they? So Zoltrix 67 gave us another location, but mine aren't in there. So the mystery, the plot thickens, my friends. The plot thickens. Oh my goodness, look at this late guy. Steve Williams. What's up, Steve? Hey, another one of my head moderators in charge for my Facebook user group. Love the fact that he's always here. I don't care if he's late. I just love that he's here. He says, apologies for the lateness. I've been doing a system backup here as I have a PC upgrade taking place tomorrow. Hey, I understand. Do what you got to do. The PC and the backup, you got to do that because if you upgrading and you don't back up, you're screwed. We all know that, right? Like, I'm just telling you. If you don't know that, get your backup on, right? Matter of fact, automatic backup, Steve. Try that out, okay? I know it's always best to do a backup, as close to the upgrade as possible. But if you got automatic backups, if you don't have those on, turn them on, people. Get whatever drive, external drive, whatever internal drive that just has your backups, whatever you want to do. Make sure you back up your system. All right. Let's see. AJ said, just bought a new laptop. Can I transfer my CyberLink account from my desktop and still have everything that I downloaded? Also, project files that are being edited and saved but not yet produced. I would just go ahead and do a transfer. So if you use your Windows should have the capability to transfer over your network or over a USB. So just transfer over the program and make sure you include all the assets, and more than likely you should have everything. Now I can't guarantee that, but that would be the way that I would go about doing it. Just utilizing the capabilities in Windows to transfer over the program if you can. If you can't, then you might just need to download, and you might need to do a manual save of information. But then you'd have to know all the different places where all the different information is at, which would suck. No relation to Ned said, is there a tutorial which explains the pros and cons of different output file formats? I can never decide which is best. Yes, there is. It's pretty old, but the file formats, I mean, they are what they are. They don't really change too much over time. So, if you search PowerDirector file formats, there's one way back many years ago, 9 years ago. But most of these file formats are still available in PowerDirector, and there's not really anything new except maybe H.265. And I will tell you right now, from my experience, the main difference between H.264 and H.265 is the file size. Also, compatibility. Some platforms, systems aren't compatible with H.265 yet. Even though it does the same type of codecs as H.264, same quality, all of that, H.265 is smaller, but it may not be compatible everywhere you want to play it. So that's the real main difference between like this video and the available file formats. Now, if this video does have MOV on it, that file format is not available in the current version of PowerDirector because MOV got removed from a capable codec from Windows machines a while back. So you can still have MOV running and usable on PowerDirector and on a Windows machine, but you have to install either QuickTime Player or Qt Lite, something that has the MOV codecs in it that you can use. But if you look to this video and you're watching it and it's saying you can export in MOV, I just want to let you know ahead of time, you can't, right? That's an old codec that and file format that you used to be able to use with PowerDirector. But this video explains choosing a video file format. It's called How to Choose a Video File Format. Watch it and it'll give you a lot of information on the different file formats available. As you can see, it's a 14-minute video. So I'll pretty much go in depth on the different available file formats and what they're best used for. Peter says iStock is equally as good, if not better anyway, so I'm not in the least bit worried. Yeah, I'm not either. Like you said, Peter, iStock is just as good, if not better. That's my opinion. I'm not worried about what is it? Shutterstock at all. Content in iStock is fantastic, and I'm gonna have more assets, so I'm not worried about that. Sunflower Rose is out. Said, gotta go. How often are these live universities? So I do these every Wednesday at 8 o'clock Central Standard Time, United States time. Crank and the Yankee said, I just use the alpha stuff for helping with intros, but if you say we will be just as well off without it, I trust you. Yeah, you'll be fine, man. Let's see. Sunflower Rose says, how do we opt in for Super Chat, please? I'm not too sure about the way to opt in right now. I know that if you choose Super Chat, it's going to walk you through like a process. If you don't already have Super Chat set up, it'll like set up where you want the money to come from, like your PayPal or your debit card or whatever. And it'll walk you through the process. But you got to click on it to be taken through that process. That's my understanding. And you have to approve it. Jeff Parrow says, how can you tell if your 365 program is current with all of the monthly updates? So there's two ways. So the first way, and probably the best way, is to use the CyberLink application manager. So, sorry, got a bunch of stuff on here. Let's see. Let's make sure. Let's hope this time it doesn't freeze my screen because it's trying to upload something. I'm not uploading nothing. That's for sure. They're uploading stuff and it'll be a mess. All right. So when you open up the CyberLink application manager, if you have 365 on your machine, when you open it up, it should tell you right here that there's an update available. If there's an update available, you do not have the most current version with all of the monthly updates. Pretty simple, right? So that's the main way to tell. Like you could tell, like all of mine updated to the latest version. It has the date of the latest version on here as well. So you got that information there. It'll either say update or it'll have latest right here. So those are the ways. Now, I don't think there's a way here to tell. I think you can go to About. If you right click here, let me left click it, and it tells you about CyberLink. So it'll tell you what version it is here. So it's PowerDirector version 21.5, numbers. So one of the things that most people don't know, they think that they have PowerDirector 365. You don't have PowerDirector 365. You have PowerDirector 21 point whatever. So if someone, you could buy PowerDirector 21 without the subscription. PowerDirector 365 means that you have a 365-day subscription to PowerDirector version 21 or whatever the current version of PowerDirector is. So when you say, I have PowerDirector 365, no, you have a subscription, a PowerDirector 365 subscription. That's what you have. You have the current version of PowerDirector, which is 21. But anyway, it's neither here nor there. To your point, if you're looking for the version, you can look it up here. It'll tell you what version number you have. Now, then you probably have to go online and search and think, what is the current version of PowerDirector? And if this matches that, then you're good to go. So those are the two ways that I could think of. Let's see. Sunflower Rose said, when's the next live stream? Once again, Wednesdays, 8 o'clock Central Standard Time. So Cindy Lou says, question, if the titles are there in the folder, why don't they show up in the program, and how do you get that to show again? Good question. So the location of the titles in that folder, they should automatically show up. You shouldn't have to do anything to make them show up again. If they're not showing up, then there's two things that I would probably do, because I can't tell you how to make them show up again. I'm going to say that right now. But if I wanted to know that and I couldn't find them, the first thing I would do would be go to the PowerDirector forum, and I would look to see if there was already someone who asked that question. So, let's see here. So if I search PowerDirector forum, you have right here, CyberLink Community Forum. When you go here, you can choose your version of PowerDirector. And then you can search like, I don't know. Custom titles. Oh. I mistyped it, misspelled it. So missing custom titles. First one that popped up, January 25th. So if you go here, then it's already a thread that you can kind of go through and read what they determined. This person says they uninstalled and installed the program again, but the titles are back. So that's one thing you could try doing. MW Timms tried it and it worked for him. So they're also saying it sounds like something went wrong during the installation or when you clicked on install. So it sounds like something maybe when moving from computer to computer or changing a graphics card, like The other individual said maybe there was something that happened that caused them to disconnect, and installation needs to be done again. So I trust Opto Data. This dude knows PowerDirector like nobody been it. Very technical too. So all I did was search custom titles, and then I clicked on missing custom titles, and it gave me something to try, right? Now, I'm not going to say that it's going to solve the issue. Maybe you need to go back. Maybe it doesn't solve it, and you got to go to another one of these things. But my point is this. The PowerDirector forum probably has, there's probably never been something that has not happened to PowerDirector that someone hasn't asked on this forum. This is the first stop to go for information if you're there and you want a quick answer. Because I'm not always in live streams, okay? So. Kentucky Ranger says automatic backups are a lifesaver. I know. Believe me. I've had to roll back so many times in the past. It's ridiculous. I haven't had to do it on this PC, but I had a PC before where I was doing system restores, like, and pulling backups and all kind of stuff, man. That was like the worst experience with a PC in my life. And that was when I started building PCs for myself. So Jeff said that he went to the application manager, said that the update was a few months ago when he contacted Cyberlink. It was up to date. They said it was up to date, but why did the date say a few months ago? I mean, that's a question for Cyberlink. I have no idea. If it doesn't say update in there, then you should be good. It should be the latest update. Also, like I said, if you go here, you left click on that, this tells me what the latest version is right here. So here's what I see on the screen. Here's what you do. Open up PowerDirector, left click on this, and give them your version number, right? You got my version number right here. If you want to type this out, what it looks like is PowerDirector version 21.5.301 5.0. You can let them know, hey, it seems like the current version of PowerDirector is the number I just gave you. If your number is different than this, so if you left click here and your PowerDirector version is different than this one, then you don't have the most up-to-date one, and you can call back Cyberlink and tell them, right? That's what I would do. Or if you don't want to call them, you can just go to File, go to Rate and Provide Suggestions. And then you can go in here and you can type in and say, the current version of PowerDirector is version 21.3015 point whatever I said a minute ago. My PowerDirector version says it's version 21.1. For some reason, I do not, Cyberlink Application Manager does not have the ability for me to update to the current version. How can you help me? Make sure you include your email address. Click on this and include your email address, and they'll email you back. That's another thing you can do. All right? Kentucky Ranger says YouTube doesn't like H.265 that much. It works, but the rendering takes twice as long. Yeah, like I said, some platforms or sites or whatever just don't like H.265 yet. I don't know why, but they don't. Greg, what is that? Paragon says, I have a question about PhotoDirector. Is there a way to undo the latest update? Before the upgrade, I could process 70 at a time, but no longer. Not that I know of. Once again, the only thing I can think of, maybe if you want to do a system restore back to the date before you upgraded it, maybe that would work. Otherwise, not sure. I mean, you could always go to PowerDirector forum and ask about that, how to roll it back to the previous version, but it may not be possible, especially if you have like PhotoDirector 365. It might not be possible at all. Pollyanna says she's having some internet problems. Keeps kicking out on her. So, you know, you can always watch me in the replay, Pollyanna. Sue says, about iStock, right now you have to purchase some. Will that go away? No, that won't go away. And I think that it's actually a benefit. So with Shutterstock does not give us access to all of their assets, all their videos, their photos, things like that. And if I'm not mistaken, and I might be mistaken, but I don't think you can pay for like Shutterstock stuff. Like if I click on Shutterstock and I go to, let's say, photo, right? Everything under the Shutterstock is available for me to just download, right? Which you might say, oh, that's awesome. I can download all of this. But this isn't everything that they have. This is only this is a very small portion of the files that are available. If you go to the Shutterstock website and you pay for a subscription to Shutterstock, you will have millions and millions and millions of files that you can pick from, right? But in PowerDirector, they only give you access to whatever you can use. So there's a bunch of other ones out there that you can't even get at in PowerDirector. Whereas with iStock, they have all the ones that are free, which you see here. But then also, guess what? We're not giving you this one for free, but you can pay for it if you really want it. If it's something that you really want and need, you can buy it. Shutterstock doesn't let you buy the ones that they're not offering through PowerDirector, even if you really want it, right? You don't even get to see what you might be able to buy, right? At least with iStock, I can see some things on here that if I'm willing to, I can pay for it if I want it, right? But then there's also all these other ones that don't cost a red cent. So if I search a certain thing, like I just searched something a while back. Let's see, if I search cheeseburger, right? Got a bunch of these cheeseburgers showing up on here. And all of these are free, but then there's one that I have to pay for. But if I like this one, I could buy it. Whereas if I search cheeseburger in Shutterstock and there was ones that weren't part of the deal, I wouldn't even have the option to see it here. It wouldn't even be available for me to buy if I wanted it. So to me, it's better because I have more options. And then I don't have to buy it if I don't like it. I can keep looking till I find one that's acceptable to me, right? Like I might be like, okay, this one's free. I like this one. Looks just as good. It just includes a French fry on here. Or, you know, maybe this one. Or whatever, right? I still might be able to find something that I like that's free. But if I can't and I want to pay it, or if I'm just like, you know what, this is the sexiest cheeseburger I have ever seen in my life, and I want this sexy cheeseburger, I don't care. I know it costs something, right? I don't care. I want this sexy cheeseburger. Then I could buy it, right? So that's my perspective. And of course, you might feel differently. So David says, I have one quick question. What are the perks of upgrading to 365? So, few perks, man. In 365, you get updates on a regular basis. So whenever a patch or a version update is available, you get to go to the application manager. You can check and just update it. With the standalone version, PowerDirector 21, you have to go to their site, find the patch, and go through that to make any updates that you need to do to it. Also with 365, every month you're getting some new assets, either new transitions, new stickers, new effects, um, new titles, uh, whatever. Like they're giving you something new every single month. Also with 365, you have more. If you have 21 Ultimate, you basically have a bunch of different effects and things. But if you don't have Ultimate, then 365 is going to give you some additional effects and things like that. Some third-party plugins that you may not get based on which version of PowerDirector 21 you have. So those are the main things on the top of my head that you get. Regular updates, more assets that you can use, more effects and things like that you can use. Those are the things on the top of my head. If you don't really find value in any of those things, I would just stick with the licensed version, because if you're gonna get like new titles and you're not gonna use them, or new transitions you're not gonna use them, or new effects you're not, then it's not really worth it, right? All right. So we are running up against the clock. We got 4 minutes left. All right. So let me just check on here, see if there's any other things going down that I missed out on. Doesn't look like it. Let me check in YouTube itself in the stream. See if I missed anything. Kentucky Ranger hit me up with a super sticker. So $2 super sticker. Kentucky Ranger, thank you, my friend. Appreciate you, man. Let's see. Anything else on here? Just looking to see if I missed anything else. It looks like we are all caught up with all of the super chat, super stickers, all that good stuff. Thank you guys for giving to the channel. It really means a lot. Helps me keep things rolling and running so that I can keep helping you guys out. So I'm going to go ahead and say my goodbyes for today. It's almost time for me to get back to the wifey, hang out with her, before I let my head hit the pillow and slumber off into la la land. But thank you guys for coming out. Another successful live stream. Appreciate all the questions, all the comments. This community is great. One of the best communities out there for any software, hands down. Always helping each other out. If you do not hit the like, if you did not hit the like button, hit it now. All right. Make sure that you follow me and my moderators on Facebook users group, on Discord, on Twitter, on Instagram, on TikTok. Follow me. I'm all over the place, man. All right. Thank you guys. Have a good one. Appreciate you. See you next week.